and delivery day is here. I just moved it into the garage, and there's quite a bit of damage. I'm not entirely sure where to start, but I'll just do a circle around and point anything out I see. You can see the main damage is in the front end. Handlebars, grips, kind of torn to shreds. The front windscreen completely torn off, as well as the indicator lights. Some scratches on the fairings at front. And the brake and clutch levers are a mess. The instrument cluster is in pieces, and the metal bracket that it is attached to is completely broken off. It's going to need replacing. Let's see. We go around. I'm looking for any cracks, any leaks, frame damage, brackets that are broken, main scratches, anything and everything that I can fix. Looking at the rear brakes look decent. See this license plate bracket, but this wire, I have no idea why it's broken off. There's no actual damage to anything but this wire, which is very weird. I'm not sure what this cup is either. Nothing draining in there. Nothing leaking, thankfully. Yeah, the exhaust is damaged. The carbon fiber is shredded, gonna need to be either replaced or fixed. The bracket that holds the exhaust on is not there anymore either, which is very confusing. The right foot peg brackets are torn off. 2 bolts hold that together. It's in that deep back in there. I'm not sure if you can see that, but that shouldn't be too difficult to fix, as long as they're not stripped or anything. I don't see anything crazy on this side. Not a lot of damage to the headers, the exhaust, the skid plate. Number 604 at 800, baby. Love that. Nothing leaking that I can see, which is phenomenal news. Okay, front forks. I'm hoping they're not bent, leaking a little bit. Looks like there's a fork fairing that's broken off as well. Nothing, yeah. Nothing back there. No mirrors anywhere. Those were broken off. The front brake is bent for sure. You can see, I think the instrument cluster up front is going to be the main money breaker. Let's see this fork fairing. Yeah, that's that'll need to be replaced. That should be easy though. There's a couple bolts holding that on. It's a front end collision. Just checking the wheel, see if there's anything loose or rattling. Looks to be in decent shape. This is definitely, I was going to take this off anyway, but you can see where it was collided. That's a little loose. I wonder if I can just go in and tighten some brackets up in there. Yeah, the front indicators are definitely going to need to be swapped out, rewired. Let's just hope that wiring doesn't go under the gas tank, or that I can just take off the front end and go from there. But no damage behind the tire that I can see. These are air cooled, so there's no radiator. The brakes look a little rusty, but or floating disc brakes look a little rusty, but they look to be fine to the eye. I haven't ridden or even started the bike yet, so gear selector is bent a little bit by the foot peg, but I don't see any frame damage, which is good. So yeah, that's pretty good news so far. All right, so we ended up getting a shipment of parts in today. Quite a bit, but we've been waiting for these for a couple weeks, and I'll just run through them real quick with you. At the very beginning, we have, I believe these are the 2 front indicators. We have a package of 10 or so bolts that go with them. And then these 2 very specifically, bigger, broader. I'll have to bring some thread lock for these, but these are for the foot brake that popped off. Be able to screw that back in. And I just took this one out. This is what we've been waiting for right here. And guess what that is? That is the broken speedometer, which we thankfully got. I'll have to go in and get the 3 rubber gaskets out of here. This is the old parts box, and sleeve in here, you can see the little rubber grommets that will fit into here. We'll take the handlebar off. But this is very exciting. It'll finally look like a normal bike with this back on. Very, very exciting. And then get some tools out of the way. This right here is the headlight bracket. Very cool. Very, very cool. I believe with all of these parts, look at that. So you're driving the bike, this is where it goes. This is where the key in the immobilizer goes. This is where the headlight is. This will take some work to assemble. Looks like there's some screws through the back right here that we'll have to go in, and that'll be tough. But I'm gonna see what that's for. I'm not sure what that is yet. But looks like we can go ahead and take the. This is where the turn signals go. So, I mean, we can technically go in and install those right now, but I'll just wait till we get out there. Okay, so what we have here is this. This is what we need to fix. You can see there's two little holes right here that go in down in there. And those attach are these two H6 bolts, hex 6 bolts. And I'll put those in right now. Alright. Alright, it's a big day. We finally got what else we got here? Alright, this is a big day. A month and a half. You see these things? Look at this. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. This one is just completely in shambles. This one's fine. Collar's a little off though. But whatever. It's just, I think it's just 3 bolts. Should be easy. 5 work. Cover. So next thing we're gonna have to do is take this battery out, give it a charge. It's dead when I start the vehicle, or when I try to start the vehicle, the instrument cluster does not turn on. So we're just taking this thing out. We're gonna see if we can get a good charge on it, and see if we can get a little bit of activity in the instrument cluster. I still don't even know how many miles are on this thing, but this is how we get this thing started. And let's just hope that the instrument cluster is the only thing wrong with it. There's just a few bolts that hold this on, and we'll take it upstairs for a charge. Alright, so we gotta charge this battery. These things suck at holding a charge. But we're doing it pretty standard. Let's see. This is what we're using today. Some battery tender. This light over here tells you exactly what it'll do. Flashing red, not charging. Flashing green, battery charged to 80%. Solid green, it is monitoring a charged battery. So just plug this in. Oh god, here we go. There is one. Nope. And here is a two. Both connected. Solid red. And it has been 20 minutes. Looks like we are ready to go. So we got our first engine start on the books. Battery's charged up. It's running a little rough. There's definitely going to need to be something done with the engine. It sounds like it wasn't tuned when the exhaust was upgraded. So it sounds like it's running a little bit rich right now. That shouldn't be a problem. The next video will be the entire rebuild of the instrument cluster and everything that goes along with that, which is taking apart the instrument cluster and swapping over the circuit board, the PCB inside, printed circuit board inside of there, so we can retain all the information from the previous circuit board, which is the immobilizer information for the keys and the maintenance intervals, and obviously the miles. Feel free to subscribe, like if you want to come along, or not, whatever you want to do. Thanks for watching. Okay, so I started taking it apart. I went through under the seat yesterday and replaced a couple fuses that were popped. Check this out, bro. This thing's still broken, motherfucker. But I got it to turn on. Lights are on. Let's see. I'm gonna flash these things real quick. All right, so that's what's up. Let me turn this thing all the way on. Okay, it is all the way on. All right, you ready for this? Bro, I know this thing's smashed like a motherfucker, but this is what I'm replacing right now. You can see. Pop that back in. You ready for this?